In this video, we're going to be using Barbus Classic and the Henson Ti22 razor for a dome shave. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And as mentioned before, today we're going to go back to Barbus Classic. Big dude, Barbus. I enjoy using this from time to time to support our good friend over at Barbus there. This is a really classic sort of European shaving soap. One of the things I want to mention is the consistency on this is quite firm. It's almost like a really hard putty, so you don't need a lot of soap to make a lather, and we've got a good lather with it already whipped up, I should say. The cost on this is $16 for 5.3 ounces on our cost chart there. That's $3.01 an ounce, which is a good price. And you can get this at the Razor Company or Barbus, and I will link those below. It has a clean, fresh sort of scent. Scent strength is right at medium. We'll put the ingredients on the screen for you right there. And again, the consistency of this soap it's pretty firm. So if you press it in your bowl, you can get a lot of mileage out of it. So the value on this is quite good. Just a good classic European type soap, in my opinion. Barbus. The razor for today is the Henson Ti22 titanium razor with a Gillette Nasset blade. And we used this a few weeks ago for a head shave, and I enjoyed it. And so I wanted to just try it again and see if I feel the same way after using it again for a head shave. This is, again, it's titanium, so it's expensive. It runs about $225, and they don't have any in stock right now, but you can sign up for their email list. And when they have some, they will let you know. I've enjoyed using this razor so far, and I got it from Marion the Barbarian. I bought it from him. So let's get into it today. We're going to start off by just misting the dome. I will link all the products that are available below for you. And here we have our lather already whipped up. We're using our West Coast Shaving blue color brush, and I will link that below as well. And we have a nice lather here with the Barbus, or at least I think so. I've really never had any quality problems with Barbus. Like I said before, it's a nice classic, in my opinion, European soap that just gets the job done. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is provide that slickness. And it has sort of a classic, clean, fresh scent, which I also like. No problems lathering it. It's not finicky to lather or anything like that, which I'm a big fan of. And I like that it's firm. I've grown more and more to appreciate soaps that are a little on the firm side. I think some of the American artisans really started going super, super soft to the point where it just wasn't quite as enjoyable for me. And now some are firming their bases up, and I like that. Thank you for those of you who are sort of getting a little more firm at the base. I like that. It's just my preference. Some people prefer super, super soft. That's okay. Just use whatever you like. And I always say life is too short to use things you don't like. So if you don't like it, get rid of it. Sell it. Give it away. You know, there's no point in keeping a bunch of stuff you don't intend to use. Of course, I have a ton of stuff, but I intend to use it. Like everything that I keep, I intend to be using at some point. And will it take us forever to use all this stuff? Yes, certainly will. But still, I intend to use it. I'm not a collector. And as you can see there, there's some good hydration in the Barbus. And I do like the scent on this too. It's clean, fresh, it's nice. And let's get that sort of evened out just a little bit. Not that it's necessary. That's good enough. Let's get on with it. Set our bowl aside. I always like to start with rinsing the razor, getting a little moisture on the razor itself. And let's see how we do today with our Henson with the Gillette Nasset blade. And this blade is on its third and final use. And we'll see if we can make it through the head shave with it. I might have just now got my ear there. I'm always getting my ears because I'm not paying attention. And I try to put my finger in the way, but sometimes I don't, and I might have got it. I'm not sure, but either way, it's my fault, always. If you get yourself, it's your fault. It's not the razor. Kind of hard to see sometimes over there, so if we got it, and I think I did, yeah, I see a little blood there. That's just what happens sometimes when you're not paying attention. Again, I always say if you're getting yourself, you need to be better. So I need to be better, and I'm not familiar with using this razor, but let's be honest, I tend to get my ear every now and then. Let me go ahead and put some styptic on that so we don't have to watch it bleed throughout the shave. Stay tuned. All right, we are back, and we put a little styptic on that just to keep that from bleeding throughout the shave and looking grows. And it's funny because just this morning, I was reading a comment from JT, and he said he got his ear this morning. And JT, I think you jinxed me because I just got mine as well. So even though I tried to put my finger in the way, I wasn't covering part of it, and that's what happened. So again, that's no fault of the razor. That's me needing to be better, and that's all there is to it. Unless the razor fails in some way, you know, and it has a mechanical failure, it's always your fault if you cut yourself. You know, it's not because the razor is built a particular way, it's because you're not using the razor well. And that one is on me. But we'll see if we can get a nice shave nonetheless. And I do that, it seems like I do that every couple of months. And that is just me, again, not being on my game. By the way, this is the aggressive plate on the Henson, which feels pretty good to me. You do get some blade feel on this one. The medium, I didn't get a ton of blade feel from, but this one you do get some blade feel from. And I do like the way this feels because I'm getting enough blade feel that it feels nice. And the Henson sort of sets the angle for you. So I think it's a little bit easier to maintain the angle for head shaving with this razor. I think that's kind of why I've been enjoying using it, or I wanted to go back to it. Because you know me, I really prefer using my leaf and my thorn and stuff like that. But I had a good experience with this one the first time around when I dome shave. So I figured, let's give it another go and see if it's a fluke or if there's something to this, the way this razor is built that just feels a little better for me. And I'm thinking it's because the way this razor is built, the angle is sort of built in and it's easy to maintain. I think that's why I'm enjoying it. So it's not too bad. If I can keep from cutting my ears, that's the main thing. And again, my ears, as I mentioned so often, they set very close to my head. So it really takes some effort to get around them and not to nick them. And generally, I try to keep my finger over them. And that works most of the time. But every now and then I get sloppy, get in a hurry, and then I'll nick the ear. And then, as JT mentioned in his comment, when you do cut your ear, if you don't put some styptic on it, it'll bleed like crazy. It just bleeds and bleeds and bleeds. All right, so let's try to get around the ear on this side. And let's be a little careful and try to completely put my finger over that. And not do what I did on the other side there. And what happens is when you try to get close to your ear, part of that ear can be exposed. And that's how I got it on the other side, trying to get really close because hair goes right down into there, which is really annoying, to be honest with you. But we'll get it, no worries. We shall persevere. All right, I am enjoying this so far. Of course, you know, I use the Barbus periodically, and I really enjoy the Barbus guy. He's always leaving positive comments on people's videos, and just, you know, I think it's nice, and I like to use his products once in a while, just thank him for being positive and uplifting. You know, that's what we should all try to do. And let's mist and do a quick, I'm going to do a touch-up pass here, because I don't know if I need a full-on second pass. I'm going to do some work in here, because amazingly, this part is really good. Of course, that's a lot of hair doesn't grow right there, but I need some work in here and a little bit on the back. So we'll re-lather and do some more or less touching up, being careful around those ears. And of course, like I said before, I never blame the razor unless there's a mechanical function. If I nick myself, it's always me, and I need to be better. And so one day we will not be careless around those ears, and we'll get to the point where it's autopilot, but that day has not come in 4 years of head shaving. Occasionally I still clip the ear. But I do like this Henson, I'm going to tell you that. My nose is itching, sorry. I do like the Henson, and I do like the Barbus. It's a good combination. No problems whatsoever. Plenty of volume. This soap will build volume easily and is quite slick. It smells good too. Really like it, and I like the razor. It's pretty efficient. You can feel some blade on this one. I wish Henson made a aggressive plate in aluminum, because I know a lot of people would like that. But so far what I've been hearing is, I've heard mixed stories. Some folks have said they're going to. Some say they've been told they're not. So Henson, if you're watching, please let the folks below know. But I'm going to tell you, I hope you do, because there is demand for an aggressive plate in aluminum. There is. I truly believe that, because I've been told it a lot, told it quite a few times myself. So Henson, I hope you will take that into consideration. Very nice. Plenty of slickness on the Barbus here. And again, we're just trying to clean up a little bit here. I think I'm going to go over here and get around the ear on this side too, just at the start. And again, try to avoid clipping the ear there. Let's put the fingers in there to sort of get in the way. So if I cut anything, it's my fingers and not my ear. And let's get this area right here. This area right here is the hardest area for me to get always. But I will say the Henson, the razor sort of sets the angle for you because of the way it's built. And so that makes it pretty easy, I think, for head shaving as far as DE razors go, because I prefer my leaf and that pivot, but I think the Henson does make it a little bit easy because of the way it sets the angle. And I have been enjoying it thus far. I think it is a fun razor to use. It has a long handle, but it doesn't bother me because it feels perfectly balanced. And overall, I've been quite pleased having bought this razor from Marion the Barbarian. I've really enjoyed using it. Again, I'm just trying to get some tough areas here. I'm not really intending to make a full-on pass, but I might as well get this lather off my head. There's no reason not to do it. All right, not bad at all. Rinse. Razor rinses just fine. There's no problems with that. And I think we've had a pretty good head shave today, minus our little error. It can't be a great shave. I always say, if you nick yourself, or at least for me, my personal standard for shaving is, if I nick myself, it can't be a great shave. It can still be a good shave. It can still be a close shave. But I like to hit close to perfection. And if I get a nick, it's clearly not perfection. So I like to get as close to that perfect as you can get, but have it free of weepers, nicks, bubbles, and troubles. And so we got close today, but no cigar. But I will say, the Henson on the dome, I've enjoyed it so far. So for my second shave on the dome, I think it's a pretty good head shaver, just from my perspective. All right, let me rinse, and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back and off cam. We did a warm water rinse to remove the soap. And then we used the alum today on the dome. I typically don't use it on the dome, but today I did. And the only place I got burning was, of course, where I clipped my ear right there. So that was actually a pretty smooth shave following the alum. We did a cold water rinse, toweled off with a Lancaster towel. And then we, of course, applied our Thayer's Witch Hazel Magic, because it's made by witches. This is cucumber. It has aloe as well. It's good stuff. I had an excellent shave today with Barbus Classic. Again, good price on this, good classic traditional European soap. I absolutely enjoyed it. And of course, we enjoyed the big dude Barbus. We used our Henson Ti22. I think it's a good dome shaver. I think it sort of sets the angle for you, and it's pretty easy to maintain. I enjoyed it. We used our West Coast Shaving synthetic brush, and of course our Captain's Choice bowl. And we're going to finish it off with some Barbus aftershave lotion. And you can find the Barbus products at Barbus, which is linked below, or the Razor Company. I don't think the Razor Company has the splash right now, but if you are interested, you can find that at Barbus, and I shall link it for you below. And by the way, this sort of smells like it doesn't smell like the soap. It sort of smells like a cologne, and I like it. It's kind of clean, fresh. Has a blue barbershop sort of vibe, but it's not powdery. It's kind of nice. Barbus Classic. aftershave splash. All right. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. Till next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.